Okay, Millsy, I've taken your feedback on board re my last bad cooking video, orecchiette con cime di rappa, which you kindly referred to as my rape pasta. And evidently you can't get your hands on very many ingredients at all, so we're doing privation cooking at this stage. But I have found a recipe which I think you might be able to work with. It's very yummy, it's very healthy, gluten-free, it's full of protein, it's lentils with lamb. Don't ask me where the recipe came from, it's just in my recipe book, handwritten, but it's a fucking banger. So this is what you'll need for the first part of the recipe, the majority, the lentils, something like voyer, the stock and tomatoes and all that business. Now we have lamb, tenderloins, yogurt, smoky paprika and basil. Okay, you might not be able to get some of that, but doesn't matter. Right, first start by washing your lentils. I've used the whole lot, which is way too much, but you can freeze stuff later. So wash your lentils, then you're going to cook the lentils, put it in a pot, nice big pot, they expand a bit, fill it up with water, put it on the stove, crank it up, and then off we go, put the lid on. You should only need to cook it for about 8 to 10 minutes once it gets going. Don't overcook them so they still have a little bit of tooth and bite. Then drain the lentils. It's a pretty easy recipe, but there's just one really tedious part, which is coming up shortly. So wash the lentils at the end, drain them because they're a bit kind of gunky, and then fill the pot back up because we're going to need that in a sec. Look, my content creator kit's already falling apart. Now, this is the tedious part. We're going to skin the tomatoes and we're going to fillet the tomatoes. Oh, hang on. That's appeared twice. We don't need that. All right, just score them very lightly. And then once the water is nearly boiling, we'll put them in the water. Oh, this is just going on for way too long. Sorry about that. Okay. You get the idea. Nice sharp knife. Well, it's not really actually. You'll see how not sharp it is shortly. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, this is surrealism. Then we're putting the tomatoes in the hot water, but we don't want to cook the tomatoes, right? So we just pop them in for a little while until the skin starts to curl back. Not very long at all. Then we get our slotted spoon, we remove them from the water, and we put them in some cold water. You get the idea. Put some more tomatoes in, like just do them in batches, yeah? Okay, so this is tomatoes in cold water. Their little skins are peeling off. That's what we want. Okay, now this is the really tedious part. We peel the tomatoes and they're a bit slippery, so just be careful. And then we chop them in half, and then oh my God, chefs everywhere are going to be fucking dying watching my knife skills, or lack thereof. So we take out the crummy bits, and then what we do is we get all the crud out from the middle. We just hollow out all the seeds and the pith and the fucking crap. So it's a bit of a rough job, but you know, we'll get there. So take out all that sort of watery fucking nonsense in the middle. Right. That's it. And next we start to fillet the little buggers. So this is the dangerous part. Using a very blunt knife, we take all the other extraneous crap off the inside of the tomato, and then we're left with a little petal. Oh. You can just keep going, but don't take too much off. You want something in the end. So this goes on for a bit. You get the idea, but it's just to take all this
nonsense off. And to be perfectly honest with you, like I'm putting some semi-dried tomatoes in this recipe as well, and they probably do the job of all this business because it's just to add some tomato brightness and sweetness to the recipe. So that's what all this hard work is about. But you can basically substitute semi-dried tomatoes instead. They'll do the job. Okay, this goes on for a bit. You get the idea. Somehow, I wonder. They say blunt knives are more dangerous than sharp knives, but I don't know if I believe them. I've never nearly taken a finger off with a blunt knife. Okay, this goes on and on and on. So yeah, you can just take all that sort of translucent stuff off, and then you're left with a beautiful little petal. Oh, come on, wrap it up. This takes a bit of time, and it's as I said, the most annoying part of this recipe. But eventually you're left with this beautiful little collection of yumminess. And then I had to go to the shops to get more of these. And then I accidentally ended up buying one of these. And then this happened. I don't really need to talk you through this. It's pretty basic. So you just heat up your pan, pop some oil in. I've used avocado oil here. And then we're going to start frying and making our little saucy sauce. Wait till it's nice and hot. And then we're going to put our petals in, which is always seems a bit sad to me because you put all this work in and you just want to fry them down to nothing, basically. So mix them around, and then we're going to add our tapenade. So that goes on for a bit. I should have just fast-tracked that and pop the stock in from the get-go, but anyway, let's do this slowly. Put the sun-dried peas in. Shake it all about. Put some chicken stock in. I bought way too much chicken stock here. I thought I was going to need both of them, but it was handy that I had the 2 packets because I ended up using one of them as a weight for my cheap content creator kit. So it came in handy in the end. I can probably make a risotto at some point. Now, where are we up to? Oh, more tapenade, just add a lot. Why fuck about? And use the stock to get the rest out. Alright, good, go. Speed this up. Maybe I'll speed this up. It's too late now. Alright. In she goes. And now let's introduce the lentils. Right. In they go. And then we stop fucking around with a little spatula. Get the big guns out. Nice big wooden spoon. There we go. Doesn't look like much now, but I promise you, this is going to rock. Just, just be patient, yeah? Just be patient. It's all going to come together. A bit more stock. As you can see, there's no need to measure anything. Just do everything by sight. And you get the picture. God, when is this bit gonna finish? More stock? No? Turn it down? I don't know. Fuck. Yeah, more stock. There you go. Yeah, so this is great viewing, isn't it? Alright, it'll be over in a second. Here we go. Okay. Put the lid on. go. And then this is a few minutes later. And this is a few minutes later again. This is what you want. I should have used pois lentils. You get what you pay for.
So at this point, I'm arresting development of the lentils because they seem to be in their happy place, and so am I. Trim off the fat, but at fucking $70 a kilo, don't trim too much. Just basically clean it up like there's nothing on them anyway, so just like pull off the weird bits that are gonna give you the shit, you know.
Oh good, I found the speed up button. Let's Benny Hill this shit. I must say, I have a new appreciation for content creators after this exercise. It's not as easy as it looks.